Hello friends, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. Today I want to talk a little bit about one conscious breath. What can one conscious breath do? As I like to mention when I do the non-food videos, especially when it's dealing with any sort of breath work, meditation, I like to make it clear for any new people, I am not an expert in either breath work or meditation. I am not a teacher of either. I just like to share things. These are things that I have increasingly been, I've been practicing meditation daily for about 4 years now, longer than that actually doing it just on a daily basis. I use breath work. I don't do so much formal breath work as I do breath work, within situations. And the kind of breath work I talk about when I'm talking about this is not the stuff you see all over line, the Wim Hof stuff. Although I'm not dismissing that. The Wim Hof breathing technique is what is called upregulating. It's something to energize you. It's something to get you going. It gives you focus. It gives you attention. It is a type of somatic breathing. I think I'm saying that right. There's a similar one called holotropic breathing, which really is a long practice. And a lot of these things come from ancient practices or have their basis in there. But what I'm talking about is down regulating, just using basic, simple stuff. A lot of times to regulate the nervous system and to activate the parasympathetic nervous system. But one conscious breath can be all you need for a reset. You're having a bad day, you're in traffic, you're stuck in a store behind a bunch of people, the boss is yelling at you, your kids are screaming. One conscious breath. One conscious breath can actually be a meditation. That's a basis of most of my meditation is like just watching, focusing on my breath, just being aware of my breath, watching it go in, watching it go out. And that's really all meditation is. So there is kind of this line between breathing and meditation. Because a lot of times when you are doing certain types of breath work, just because of the way you're doing them, there's no room for you to be thinking about other things. You're also very focused on your breath right there. One of the easiest ones to go to, and anybody can do this. You can do this right now. In fact, let's stop right now and just take one conscious breath with me. Or either you can pause the camera and we'll just start. Now right there, that was kind of close to what I would call resonance breathing. Resonance breathing is something I highly recommend practicing. It's easy to practice. You don't need a lot of instruction on it. It's basically, it's anywhere between 5 and 6 breaths. Here's what it is. Basically, resonance breathing is an equal inhale and an equal exhale. It's usually anywhere between 5 in of 5, out of 5, or in of 6 and out of 6, or in of 5.5. I think actually the perfect breathing is in 5.5, out 5.5. Don't get too caught up in that. And there's a few breath apps out there that are free. I've got one, I can't think of the name of it right now, that will do that for you. It'll actually bring up a little circle on the screen and it'll help you keep up. You can program it and it will count you up to 5 and then it will count you back down to 0. You can always also program it for another number of other types of simple breath work that don't take a lot of instruction either. You can look at a video anywhere. I'll probably demonstrate some more of them on here at some point. But, there's resonance breathing is an easy one to do. Box breathing. Box breathing can be very beneficial when you're feeling a little bit of anxiety or need to just down regulate, activate that parasympathetic nervous system a little bit. 4-7-8 breathing, which 4-7-8 breathing is basically you breathe in for a count of 4, you hold for a count of 7, and then you exhale for a count of 8. That's really a good one for winding down in the evening, getting ready to shut down and go to sleep. But never dismiss one conscious breath. Sometimes people hear meditation and it's too big of a word. Sometimes people hear breath work and they assume or they see things on social media and it's this or it's that. When it can just, you can use the breath. People have been using the breath. Humans have been using the breath for thousands of years. It goes back to the ancients, goes back to ancient wisdom. But there's also a lot of neuroscience in this. You can get down a rabbit hole and study or like learn about the physical effects of breathing like this and how it reacts on the body. For instance, resonance breathing, what I was talking about, equal inhale, equal outhale, out breath. That's a very good one for helping to lower blood pressure. So, the next time maybe that you're struggling in a situation, just remember that. And remember, it sometimes just gives you a little bit of peace that you always have a tool to go to. If you're interested in getting into meditation, that is a very good place to start. Just being conscious of your breath. Watching your inhale, watching your exhale. You're aware you're inhaling, you're aware you're exhaling. You're not manipulating the breath, you're not doing anything. Sometimes you're just like aware. But anyhow, just wanted to share that. And I think I'm going to be doing more videos on this subject. If there's some things that you would like to see, comment below. Let me know, but under the parameters, like I said at the beginning of this, I'm not an expert. I'm not somebody that's deep into breath work. I'm somebody that is exploring it, and I use it from in practical situations. Also, too, I'm not throwing shade when I say that I've never been taught to meditate or to do breath work. If I was somewhere around a qualified teacher, I would be more than happy to pay. I mean, I've actually thought some people have their problems with transcendental meditation because you pay to learn how to do it, but I've known too many people that do it, and I know the benefits of that practice as well. But anyhow, you don't have to do that kind of stuff. That's the only thing I'm trying to say is there's lots of resources out there. There's lots of YouTube videos out there on breath work and meditation, and like I say, I want to just continue to share from the perspective of somebody that's just on the path and is not like a teacher or an expert or anything like that. That just likes to share the information that I'm studying or that I'm learning or that I'm using in the moment. But anyhow, y'all have a great rest of your week. Peace.